That's right, I play things other than Super Nintendo sometimes. I have been meaning to do this for a while. This is Board Game Top Shop, a game that is probably terrible, but has nonetheless given me a lot of joy over the years. You just have to be in a certain state of mind for it, I guess. So I'm probably not going to log the entire story mode. Datfast, how's it going? I am probably not going to play the entire story mode on this channel. I don't know, maybe people will respond well to it. I have played the entire story mode in the past. I do not have that save on this memory card, so I would like to beat it at some point, just to unlock everything again. But yeah, Board Game Top Shop. This game is probably a lot like Fortune Street. Yeah, it's like weird Monopoly. Very Japanese, very poorly translated. Story mode does lock you into playing as one character, which is Meower, who I guess is the mascot of the game. He is a literal fat cat, so I guess that's why. Your objective is to open stores and make money. The story mode's plot makes basically no sense. We have here the snot wizard Merlin, who is upset that he's being ignored. I don't know why these burglar guys are running upside down everywhere, but, you know, as you do. How are you liking Monster... I assume that's Monster Hunter Stories 2. How are you liking that, John? I don't know why he calls him an imposter. Maybe that would have better been translated as like a wannabe? I don't know. I'll invite you into my world of magic. Which means playing a board game. So every turn is a month, and every month gets its own little title card. That lovely GIF I posted of the tree who is forcing the cat to become drunk and holding the cactus wagon hostage. Retro Gaming, you were just playing this. That is awesome. I have never seen anybody else other than my brother play this. So, actually, I've seen a YouTube video of somebody like semi-well-known. I want to say it was like Game Grumps or something was playing it at one point. Yeah, so you know, this game is like this game is a state of mind. That is awesome. And that, you know, I was like, I don't know if this is gonna grow my channel. I don't know if anybody's looking for Top Shop. But if they are, I want to meet them. So thank you for stopping by, Retro Gaming. What other kind of games are you into? Just out of curiosity. Now, I may need Weirdopoly. Yes, that's pretty much it. Though I would say, again, if you've played I'm going to move myself up here so I'm not obscuring any menus. I don't really want to shrink although I could. It's not like this is made for this aspect ratio, but... I do apologize if the video quality is not. I don't have anything super fancy like a retro thing. My Super Nintendo stuff looks good because that's on the Super NT, but PlayStation is just going through this crummy adapter, which is what I have. Ugh, low rolls. Doesn't really matter. don't want to blow all my money on a one shop nobody's gonna land on, though. LPD, how's it going? So, yeah, this is Board Game Top Shop. It is a board game. Very much like Monopoly, very much like Fortune Street, if you've ever played the Fortune Street games. So, you'll see up in the corner, the target asset for this level is 12,000. So you want to accumulate a net worth of 12,000. You start with 3,200 in cash. You can use that cash to open stores. You can use that cash to stock your stores with items. And the items, when somebody lands on your store, they have to buy an item, and they buy it at twice the price that you pay to stock it. So that's how you make money. There are some additional wrinkles. If you expand a store by opening on one of the squares next to it, it will gain an additional stock slot for items, and it will also unlock the more expensive items to stock in that store. Oh, great. And there's also these cards, which can do a variety of terrible things. That one just makes me move, which is actually kind of good. Because I believe cards do give you points as well. And I am open to suggestions on what store you want me to open. I mean, you could say always go for the most expensive one, but I like to just mix it up. I'm gonna go with the Noodle House. Why not? And the stores on the top floor are generally more expensive. Now, on a lot of maps, you really want to prioritize the middle floors because people will pass them on their way up and their way down, whereas the top floor, they only pass once per loop. Of course, when there's elevators involved and stuff, that mixes everything up. But yeah, the characters in this game are interesting, to say the least. I mean, honestly, Merlin the Snot Wizard is probably on the level of the more normal characters. Meower is who I'm playing as. You have to play as him in story mode. He's just a fat cat. But there's also whatever the heck Oilau is. There's Donna, who is a cactus in a wagon. Gummy, who is a guy in a frog suit. Or maybe a girl. I'm not sure. A kid in a frog suit. Yeah. That's just how this game works. We'll go with the pharmacy. The rest of those stores I don't even worry about anymore. Yeah, this game was made by Kid Entertainment, who put out a bunch of very generic games with very generic titles. One of the stores you can open is a kid's store, and it sells their games. The maps get interesting too. Like, for some reason, unlike some of the maps, the bank is being run by aliens. I'm not sure why. August. I do like these little title cards. You can turn them off. They start to get just, you see them a lot, but they are interesting, to say the least. Yeah, reaching the bank also gives you some money. You get a bonus if you land directly on the bank. And you can also earn points, which you can then spend when you reach the bank to do a bunch of things. So I'm just going to stockpile some points. Burger shop. Everybody else gets Santa, who is a girl for some reason in this game. Here's a present for I'll give 300 to Merlin. Yeah, the translation is, they tried. They tried. I'll give 300 to Merlin. 300 what? Here's a present for I'll give 300. That just... In no world is that proper English. But at least they tried. At least the game got a localization. That's more than Mother 3 can say. September. There's UFOs too. The miss card is represented by a UFO. Yeah. Also, instead of a dice, we're rolling a magic pencil. Why not? Oh, here's a store. Aesthetics Julia. What do you buy there? Any guesses? Any guesses what you buy there? Legs. Arms. You know what? We already talked about goat cannibalism, so this probably doesn't even surprise you people. I mean, I guess it's like a leg massage? I don't know. It's just, yeah. I'm just gonna go to the store, buy some legs. Maybe they're prostheses, I don't know. I don't know where you buy those. Oh, is she doubling up? Dang. Cindy's gonna beat us all. Typically, the other two, since Merlin is my main rival here, the other two AI players will typically make poor decisions to make sure he's the one in the lead. I like that werewolf. Rahoon. Apparently that is the noise a werewolf makes. Also note the cat flying after the witch in the background. Oh boy. Got another E. Nothing bad, I hope. Walking again. 5 steps. That puts me on another enemy store. I don't like that. Buy some chains. So you do get points when you buy things, and it is a bit of a keeping everybody in the game mechanic, because the further you are behind, the more points you will earn. If you have a solid lead, you pretty much won't get points when you buy stuff. So really, to the degree you have any control over anything in this game, it comes down to using your points in a smart way, getting the most out of it. So typically that means making use of the options to capture a store out of stock, open a store for free, deliver to your store for free, or receive 150 cash for each store you have. I really don't even know what's going on in the November slide. It's an art gallery? I don't know. Let's see if I can double up on my space. Awesome! I hope I have enough. I am so going bankrupt after this. Gotta take risks. Each month is a turn. That's all they mean. It's just a way for tracking the turns. Which is somewhat confusing too, because you do start in April, not in January. Oh, great, I can't, well, I don't have money to open new stores, so joke's on you. I am going to get money go to minus now, aren't I? Need someone to land on one of mine. There is Santa again. Level 2 golden... I don't think I've ever had a level 2 golden jewelry before. I'm broke. Store cannot be opened due to vandalism. Isn't that fun? Yeah, I'm not doing so well right now. Yeah, and that's the weird thing too, because now we're on 1 year, 1 month, even though this is like turn 8. I don't know. Awesome, I made it to the bank without going broke. I should make it to the bank. Bonus 69. I have no comment. But he's getting these move cards. I do believe the cards change based on which board you're playing. Some definitely seem to be more common on certain boards. Hey, somebody landed on my jewelry. See, now I can sell rubies for $8.40. Right now, I have the most expensive item out there. Assuming I can ever get people to land on that store enough times to sell it. Oh boy. Miss! Which, for some reason, is a UFO. I don't know. Why not? I guess it's like a UFO watcher, you know? You think something's an alien spaceship, and it turns out not to be. It is odd to think about, but I really do enjoy, like, digital board game type video games. Just, I don't know, something about it. Just being able to automate all the scorekeeping is like, oh yeah, this is just kind of chill. There we are, March. This is my favorite one, which is why I posted this. There's just so many layers to that. I like how the tree has an anchor tattoo on his left arm. I don't know why, but he does. Payday. Alright, what do we got here? Open a store for free. So I have stores on the bottom. So it will never open a store on a section where you already have one. So that may actually be a pretty good choice. My biggest hope would be for it to be the top floor. I do kind of need cash, but I'm gonna play fast and lose. Yeah, I got a kid. The other thing to know is that you can buy up to 2 items at once, and the reason you would want to do that is if once a store is out of stock, you can buy the store. Particularly worth doing if you own a store next to it and would be able to expand. I suppose if somehow you have tons of cash but are still really far behind and you're getting lots of points per item, it might be worth it to buy 2 items then as well. The AI, for whatever reason, never opts to buy a store this way when they get that card. I don't know why. They just don't want to. And we're back to April, year 2. Oh. I don't need saves. am technically winning right now. Just barely, because I'm the only one that's been to the bank twice. Yeah, buy my jewelry. Buy it out for the tier 3 jewelry. I don't have that kind of money. Go to level 3? No. Doesn't have the guts to do it. Do it. Go crazy. Live the dream. Maximum noodles. See, he made a mistake choosing to open a store for free when he full well knew it could be one of the lowest value stores. Oh no! That's bad for me. Everybody gives her 100. So I'm down to 85 now. I need somebody to pull the card that makes everybody have the same amount of cash. Watching the fireworks. Just hang out in my own noodle house, it's fine. Just grabbing free cheap stores. Oh no! Gotta buy this generic video game from George Video, and now money went to minus. Those dreaded words. I have to sell a store, and I am selling at a loss now. So I'm gonna ditch my burger shop for the time being. Should be able to make it back to the bank without any other interruptions. I just need money now. Then I'll actually be able to stock my good stores. Or potentially expand them. Cindy is tearing this game up. A whole lot of green on this map. Lock in my noodle house. It's gonna be hard to buy that out with no money. Ugh. Back at the bank. Nice. I'll just save my points for now. I'm even behind Merlin. Slowing to a crawl here. At least I'm getting points for these cheap items right now. Just gotta save up for a big power play. Sure why. popcorns. That great store's wasted on you. Oh, I wish I had enough money to do that. Yes, land on one of mine. Okay, making money now. Probably should save. I do not have enough money to buy that out. Yeah, that'll happen once somebody gets a lead, too. They'll start having to refund people for items that they buy. Now we're getting some money. Do we have enough for a capture? Because that aesthetic Julia is... yeah, 7 points. I'll do that to cripple her. That puts me in the lead. I need that money to restock the stores I have. She's getting another double score. Just keep her down. They'll never do the sell store either. Though to be fair, that one's kind of the... unless it's gonna win you the game, I wouldn't do it either. Oh. All stores are closed for a turn. Okay, whatever. Watch everybody land on my store this turn. Even though it'll frequently dip you out on the same floor you entered, it always gives you the choice of which direction to go, left or right, when you exit. Oh, it's my own needs. Sweet. It's like, I don't remember opening that. That's the one I captured. talking to George video. Interesting. It is a double. Still, she didn't even stock it all the way. This is only level 2 of story mode, so I guess the AI is just being intentionally dumb. Bigger sales. Yeah, I need to do some restocking now. The money's coming in. We're halfway to the total target. Now I have learned that if you start clicking the button too fast when you're restocking a bunch of super expensive items, it will freeze the game. So I have learned to slow down during that process. Don't restock it, I want to buy it out. I don't have enough money to buy it out. It's throwing a cheapie in there. See, then people will just buy the cheap thing. Reroll card. That's actually a pretty good one to get, because getting the card gives you points. You could loop a couple times. I don't even know what that does. Oh, snap! You just got served. Yeah, so her stores got stocked with only cheap items, which is a pretty devastating blow. There is one that you would think is good, that is presented as if it's a good thing. It says, oh, there was a mix-up. Your store was stocked only with expensive items. Except that's a lie, because it takes all your inventory and just gives them one of the most expensive item. So if you had them all stocked with like 4 of the most expensive item, you just lost a ton of money. And that stinks. Well, I dumped a lot of money into those stores up top, so let's hope nothing terrible happens. I will say it's pretty commendable that for the expanded stores, like, they don't just replicate, like, each store has a unique, you know, look for each level of expansion. It's not just duplicating the same thing up to 4 times. Ooh, over 1,000, nice. Disturbed by how many points she has. I want to give you money. 200 from everyone. I got a chance to restock. Good old home needs. What is up with the home needs cashier? He's like rocking this weird mohawk. Like, I don't know, man. Let's see. Well, Noodle House is the lowest on inventory. Nothing but pork noodles now. Yes, buy my stuff. Star Sweep. I will be honest, the music becomes a serious earworm. Pretty much every track is like that. It's just overly happy and bubbly and repetitive. This game is a lot more fun with other people. For anybody who's wondering, like, why in the world would you say this is a game that you like? Me and my brothers would play this late at night in a very slap-happy mood. And there'd just be those complete bull upsets at the end of the game. You know, you just gotta be in the right headspace for it. Gosh, imagine going to a store called Fun Toys and all they have for sale is cards. Alright, we got... Yeah! We sold a... Holy crap, he's getting 3 points for that? I don't care. I sold a ruby, finally. Is this... No, that's full. Says that. 136. 112. Not like I'm saving money much. I would love for this to go out of stock so that I could buy it. In what world is a turtle the cheapest pet? Yeah. Yeah, now that I've got the expensive stock, the pace of this is going way up. Cantina! Hey, how's it going? Eric Plunk? Still there? I see. Yeah, this is Board Game Top Shop. Here is this handy chart that shows you my progress. As you can see, I was struggling in the early turns, but I'm in the lead now. Ah, why does it gotta be full stock? They never do it. Honestly, 2.5 times... Oh, he did it. No, he didn't. Okay, never mind. I thought he did. They never sell their stores. Even at 2.5 times the price. I mean, sometimes they'll straight up win you the game, so... I will say this is not a very fun map because it's a very closed loop. First map was more fun. Oh no! Wait, how much money does he have? That was probably bad for me because I had a lot of money. Okay, I'm still in the lead. It wasn't that bad. Did set me back a little. Yeah, it's stuff like that that'll just come out of nowhere and you're like, I did everything right. And some jerk pulls the everyone has the same money as you card when I have lots of money. Hey, thank you for the follow, TX Trey. Appreciate it. That's 2 new follows in one stream. Oh, and I forgot, but I do want to shout out, I got a follow 5 days ago, so that was after my stream. I guess this guy was just watching the VODs, which is cool. I appreciate that too. If you can't catch it live, I appreciate every follow. So Dark Horse Rider, thank you for following after last week's stream. Appreciate it. Let's see, I think that puts me at 34 followers now, so 16 away from making affiliate. I've actually got all the other metrics met too. Average viewers, you guys are pretty consistent. So my average viewers is above 3. My hours stream, because I stream over 2 hours a week, continues to meet that threshold for each monthly period. That's a miss. Bummer. So yeah, 16 follows away. I don't know, I'll have to do something extra special once I hit that affiliate status. I don't know what. I'm still trying to figure out what to stream next, but oh no, what did he do? Oh, okay. Switch places. That's kind of a waste of points, to be honest. It does mean I have to make another complete loop to reach the bank again, but... Oh, she has to sell it. Ooh, big money from that. Oh, Merlin's ahead of me now. Interesting. Honestly, I still have more stores than him, so that's a good place to be. Because that means I won't get targeted by some of the BS mechanics. Oh, or maybe I will. Maybe I'll have to refund people stuff they buy. Oof. It really sucks when you finally get to, like... And maybe that's why the AI doesn't do it. Maybe they know better and I don't, but... When you get to the point where all you have stocked are the most expensive items, and you get a couple refunds in a row, and you're like, good lord, the game just doesn't want me to win. The game just doesn't want to end. Sometimes. Okay, good. No refund on those noodles. Ah, she got her auto parts back. That's pretty smart. Oh no, what's he doing? Deliver expensive item. Oh dang. So is that just one of the most expensive to each store? At least that's not bugged like the card is. Where it just makes all your stores have precisely one of the most expensive item, which typically reduces your net worth. Sell stores in shortage. Oh, I don't have any. That's fine. Man, I haven't moved in forever. Stores are making me good money, though. Oh, can I buy it out? No, I can't. Dang. Ooh, sold another ruby. Please don't refund. Thank you. Back in first. You know, I should have opened the movie theater. That's one of my favorite ones. Because the inventory listed is what I have to assume are supposed to be the titles of movies. But they're just so weird. It's like witches shopping. Like, what? I could buy it out. I think I can buy it out. I'm doing it. I just want to see what a level 3 golden jewelry looks like, okay? I'm totally going bankrupt immediately after this. I don't care. Somebody please buy something else and don't refund. Ah, you missed my store. I mean, at least I won't have to sell that store. I could always sell my home needs or my pharmacy that I don't think anyone's landed on once. Sweet, landed on my own space. I don't have enough money to restock anything. That buys me some time. Yes! Oh, please don't tell me it's gonna refund. Okay, good. Buy it out, see if I care. I get a level 3 golden jewelry. It's probably the first time I've gotten that store to tier 3. Okay. You think that's a big move? Whatever. What year? It's already year 4, man. Ugh. I'm back down to 6,000 because I spent so much. Okay. Hopefully this takes off. Target's 12,000. Oof. Oh, I actually probably can restock now. Yeah, I'm right next to the bank. I think I'll be okay. As long as I don't pull some bogus card that wipes the inventory from all my stores. Oh, I should have restocked Kid, though. Oh, well. Is she gonna buy that out, too? Oh. Aggressive. I could use the money, though. So she's got 7 stores again now. Just like me. Ooh, bonus. Alright, let's see how many points I have. Or not. No bank for you. Oh. It just says she can change directions. She doesn't have to. Ha! Now you're getting refunded. Oh, I probably should have saved. $14 points. Let's go. Total waste of points, but I have to mention, since nobody's got the card, you can equip the Chirp Chirp shoes in this game. What do the Chirp Chirp shoes do? They make it so that every time you step, it makes a chirping noise. That's it. They have no actual function. They don't help you win. But they make chirping noises when you walk. And for some reason that costs 9 points. I don't know. Open new store with rival money. Stores out of stock, close all. That includes one of mine. Receive 1,600, always good. Store items double. I assume sell for double? Close a level 2 rival store. Stores times 300. I have 7, so that would be 2,100. It's not enough to win the game for me, but it puts me pretty close. Shoot. I want to say deliver to store free, because I think one of my jewelry stores has a lot of empty inventory. I'll see how much that gets me. Yeah, one of them's 2 out of 5. So I can stock it with 3 platinums. Though, to be honest, well, yeah, that increased by about as much as taking the cash. And generally, putting your money into your stores is a little safer than cash. So, about 1,500 to go and we'll win. Yes. Getting close. I like how Merlin's just got the perpetual snot yo-yo going. You gotta respect that somehow. Slow going, huh? I really just need to make another circuit and hit the bank, and I should probably win then. As long as I don't lose too much money on the way. Buying out everything. Gosh, refunds are just flying. I hope nobody gets refunded on one of those platinums. everything to lose right now. Don't refund. Don't refund. Don't refund. Awesome. What am I doing? What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm about to win, okay? And that's cool, LPD. That's, you know, service stuff. That happens. That's fine. I mean, I could buy it out, but I want to win the game now. This is Board Game Top Shop. Yes, it is very Japanese. It is very poorly translated as well. But that just adds to the fun. If you've ever played Fortune Street, it's a lot like that. If you haven't played Fortune Street, that's a lot like Monopoly. So it's like Monopoly, but weird. That's the stream title. But basically, you have a target net worth you're trying to go up to, and you start with a certain amount of cash, you use it to open stores, and you sell items at a profit to make money. And then other stuff happens. I actually did play this a lot. My brother picked this up at some point. I mean, it was already an old game by then. That's the case for literally every PS1 game I played growing up, because I never had a PS1. I had a PS2, though, at some point. My brother talked our parents into buying a PS2. He's like, hey, you want a DVD player? You should get a PlayStation 2. He was very persuasive that way. So we would just kind of troll for bargain bin games, because PlayStation 1 games then were a lot cheaper than they are today. And this is one we picked up, and because it is just one of those board games that is primarily luck, we had a lot of fun playing each other because nobody won too often. And it's just so much colorful nonsense that if you're in the right slap-happy state of mind for it, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, actually a pretty old discovery. Not like I got this day one. I don't know anybody that got this day one. But if Hito Retro Gaming's still here, he actually dropped by because I was playing this game. Like, oh my gosh, I just played this game. This is awesome. So he's one of my latest follows. So thanks again, Hito Retro Gaming, if you're still here. But yeah, I mean, like, if you like board games, and if you like just seeing all the craziness, and don't mind having victory swept from under you for complete BS reasons, I do recommend this game. It's actually still quite cheap. Cheap Victory was the name of the game with Mario Party. Yes, definitely. And so what's even worse, I mentioned this already once, but what's even worse is that in this game, there's a particular card that can come up, which seems like it's a good thing. It has a picture of a big present on it. And there's a happy person who tells you, oh, there was a mistake. The shipment to your store delivered only really expensive items. And it's like, oh, well, that's, a mistake in my favor, right? Wrong. Because it doesn't give all your stores an expensive item. It replaces the inventory of all your stores with one and only one expensive item, meaning that usually you lose money. And it is the worst thing in the world to see that come up. I think it's a bug. Either it's a bug or they really botched the translation of that effect. But I think just the fact that it's like a present and the person's happy when they tell you, I think it was supposed to stock your store with only, it was supposed to like fill your store's inventory or with +1 or something. But yeah, because the first time that happened, I was like, oh, sweet, I won the game. And then I looked at my assets the next turn, and I'm like, why did it go down by like 4,000? Because at that point I had like tons of stores that I already stocked with mostly the most expensive items, and they all just got shot down to 1. And it's like, oh my goodness, what just happened? Yeah, there's another card that comes up that is like, oh, some ninjas broke into your store and stole everything. So that one can be pretty bad too. Maybe the person is laughing at you as they tell you. I mean, that's possible. Oh, I think this may be the end. Yeah, that puts me above the 12,000. I'm gonna deliver to a rival store just as the final flex. Yeah, have a sandwich. Because I am done. Oh, wait. Oops. I didn't realize I had to buy an item, too. Now I'm still behind. Watch me blow it next turn, too. Okay, he's landing on my store. So this should put me back over, I think. Nope. 11,988. $12 short. Come on now. I am Meower. He's a cat. A fat cat. Because this is a game about capitalism. So he's a fat cat. Get it? Or maybe he's supposed to be like a lucky cat. That's a thing in Japan too. Like the cat statue that does the... with the bell. Okay, now I won. Yeah, in story mode you have to play as Meower. That's just how it... Wait, why did that say Rob? Okay, whatever. Meower is Rob now. Save. Awesome. I don't know that I want to do the next stage of story mode, but I kind of want to just preview the next scenario. Yeah. The story mode makes about as much sense as you would expect it to. Who's next? I love the dinosaur in the background. What the... Me. Another kid. You called me a kid? You're standing on the kids' theater. 1,500? That's it? Fine, let's fight. That escalated quickly. And this map is all crayons, because why not? It's actually a really simple map. Kind of disturbing that there's all these remains underground. You're like, oh, happy crayon drawing. This is also apparently a burial ground. Really puts it in perspective, I guess. Is there a way back to the main menu, or do I have to reset? I guess that's it. Never played anything but, yeah, Kid did not make a lot of high-budget, well-regarded games. I'm actually willing to say this is probably the only game of theirs worth playing. Now, I say that not having played many of the others, but from what I've looked at, they're pretty by-the-numbers, generic, low-budget efforts, so yeah. I am going to reset the game right now. Because something I did want to show was just the character select screen. Because there are some interesting characters here. A lot of dating sims. Yeah, not my jam. To be fair, I wouldn't think, like, board game video games would be my jam either, but I surprisingly get a lot out of this. So yeah, you can have up to 6 players, which is nice. You also get to name your character in free play mode, which is kind of fun. You can name them something really weird or really stupid and just have fun with that. So you've got some human characters. I was just playing against Merlin, the snot-nosed wizard here. There is Gummy, the frog prince, who's just a kid in a frog suit. I always liked Gummy. Yeah, the cactus. That's Donna. She is a cactus in a little wagon with a flower on top of her head. Chat, who is a sentient TV with legs. Whatever the heck Oilow is probably my favorite. But don't sleep on the human characters, because this guy is literally just named Bro. One thing that's kind of cool, too, is the character's color changes based on which order you are in the turn, which is kind of interesting. So, I mean, there's that. Yeah, he's got the umbrella. It's true. And I think that was part of why my brother and I enjoyed this game so much, is we would just all, like, it was kind of like a recurring thing with us, is like, oh, the person who comes up with the stupidest name for their character is the one that's going to win, because that's just how this goes. So yeah, now he's green because he's going third. So yeah, there's different maps. There are actually 2 characters and maps you can unlock by beating the story mode. That is Squash, who is like a lump of moss that lives on the bottom of the ocean. And Santa, the robot, not to be confused with Santa, the character, who for some reason is a green-haired chick instead of a white-bearded man who gives you money. But yeah. And the bank is run by monkeys in the city map, because why wouldn't it be? So yeah, that is Board Game Top Shop. I don't think I have it in me for another go at it, but I think I can swap to something else real quick. And hang on. What better to act as a chaser to all this weirdness than a game that I've been talking about a lot but haven't had a chance to show, and that's Stretch Panic. So, one moment, please. I'll move back to my usual location now. Now, I actually don't know with my save file if I can freely go back wherever. Because I think I saved right at the end. So I think all I can do is watch the ending. So I may have to start a new save. I'll see if I can go back through the other doors. Yeah, the other doors are gone. So I guess I need a new save file. All I can do is watch the ending. So we'll start a new game, I guess. Stream Terranigma next. I'm thinking about, I mean, it would be very easy for me. I don't know if that's, as a viewer, I don't know if that would be weird for me to just start it in the middle of my playthrough, because I am in chapter 3 now. I think there's like 6 chapters. I mean, I could start over from the beginning. It wouldn't take super long. I mean, I've been loving Terranigma, so... Yeah, I'm open to doing that. I mean, I have been picking up tons of new to me old games lately that I think would be interesting to stream. So it's really a matter of narrowing it down. You like seeing weird games that you'll likely never play. Me too. And I like playing weird games that other people likely never play. So, I mean, that's kind of like the more I started. I mean, obviously, I started with Mega Man X. But I mean, that's more like what I like doing on Twitch the most is You know, it's just a thing that sets my channel apart a little bit. I'm not the most extra personality, so I just pick games that make up for that. So the plot of this game, by the way, is that you have this little girl, Linda, and she has 7 sisters. Is there audio? Sorry, I turned it down. Are you getting it now? Let me know. I turned down Top Shop because it was graded. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So Linda's 7 sisters are all very vain. They're obsessed with their looks, and because of that, they get possessed by these demons called Zaco, who transform everyone into these weird monsters based on their heart's desires. It's a little too loud. Just a smidge. Yeah, I think that's where I had it before. So this is the hub area. It's actually called the Museum of Agony. And this is where I realized that just buying... I have the original box, but I did not get a complete in-box copy. And you kind of need the manual, because nothing in this game is explained to you. Including the fact that you're like, well, there's all these doors. Can I walk through them? So no. Because that number is how many points you need to go through. So what you have to do is you have to go to an EX level first. Those are free, and those allow you to earn points, which you can then use to go to the boss levels. Yeah, the weird pencil sketch look is... yeah. I don't know why they went with that. It's the only area in the game that looks like that, but... So the controls are... Basically, right stick is your scarf, which is this demon hand now. And left stick is moving Linda. And L1 locks on, R1 grabs, and kind of the big thing of this game is... Whoops. The big thing of this game is you can grab anything and stretch it. It's the name Stretch Panic. And you can flip off of it, or pull it and snap it, or do a number of other things. Yeah, these are the non-boss enemies, which, yeah, this probably, I mean, this got a T rating, probably just for this. Yeah, that, And you actually have to attack them from the back. The front parts are not immune to damage, but damage resistant. So you need high damage attacks in general are how you earn points. And you need points to go through doors. And also to perform the exorcism move. So when you see red, there's basically 3 levels of damage. Blue is light damage, yellow is medium damage, red is heavy damage. And that actually applies to damage coming your way too, from bosses. It's a very short game too. There's like 12 bosses, 4 of these EX levels, which are just for farming points. Like you can literally go through the door at any time. Get a couple points stocked up, and then we'll take on a boss before we end the stream. Hopefully. All the enemies are supposed to be. They take that in some interesting directions. Like, some of them make a lot of sense. Like, there's one, she's called Siren, and she wanted to be a famous singer, and part of the way her boss fight works is she has her adoring fans that will crowd around her, and you have to remove them from her. You have to, like, pick them up and throw them away, or else they will power her up. Or there's Face Off, who was obsessed with specifically her face. And so she has a giant head with removable pieces of her face, like a Mr. Potato Head. And you have to, like, knock the pieces off and put them back in a way that looks weird. There's other ones that are just, like, okay. Like, there's one, and the instruction manual fills you in on their reasoning for this, but there's one who's like, she always wanted to be taller, so the demons turned her into a giant four-armed alien. Sure, why not? Ugh. Okay. So we got 14 points. So let's go fight a boss. There should be, I think, 4 available at the start. So, yeah. Oh gosh, I do not remember their names. So, there's her. She breathes fire. I remember that. That one that's like a weird water drinking bird toy. Are there only 2? Oh, that's Miss Mecha. She has a mecha. I'm not sure why that makes her Bane, but she just wants to drive a giant robot. And that is Siren, actually, the one I just mentioned. And then there is the other EX level. So any preferences? I think I'm leaning towards this one. I mean, most of the bosses are actually relatively easy. The only ones that gave me trouble were Demonica and the last boss. Those are the only ones I ever died on. Especially Demonica, because she can one-hit kill you. I do enjoy this intro. These guys are just so weird. They're like chaotic kazoo noises. So you can always just spam the little pinches. But every boss does have a way to do heavy damage. Oh no. Down there. So with her, you actually have to grab her, her uvula in the back of her throat. Which takes some accuracy. Now, the other thing you want to do is correctly do this move, which costs points to use. I think to truly defeat each boss, you'll have to land that. You have to hold it for a couple seconds. It does make you more or less immune to damage, though. She's also got these bombs. There we go, we got her. Red damage. So her health meter is that star in the top right. The star in the top left is my health meter. And you can see the little pieces of it are getting filled in when I perform successful attacks. So blue is just a little bit of damage from a standard punch. Red is boss specific. And you can also perform a slam attack, which will usually kill it, which is a little more than blue. And that's by just holding, and you can actually speed it up by rotating your grab. I think you also get yellow damage on her by throwing the bombs back at her. Also, this little guy floating around is how you know you did the exorcism correctly. Well, she's down. Funky. So yeah, that is Stretch Panic. And pretty much the entire game is just a dozen boss fights like that, sort of. So we've got 10 points. We can just go straight to another one, I think. We'll do Siren. She's a little bit more interesting. No. It's actually really hard to do this correctly. Be fast and precise. If you can get all of them, she will take heavy damage when she attempts to absorb them. Ah, got him. Yes. Otherwise, she'll actually turn them all into, like, enemies that will chase you. I will say, I am, like, speeding through these fights now that I know how to beat them. Figuring out how to beat them is more the fun part. The execution is really not. That's where it just kind of becomes frustrating at a certain point. Because these controls are not the best. This is the first time Treasure made a fully 3D game. So I will say, like, I'd heard that was a problem, and it's less of one than I thought. Like, I mean, if you're used to, like, N64 Zelda games, you know how to Z-target, and that's kind of what you're doing here. Oh, I haven't done the exorcism. Yeah, you can actually do attacks during that move, but I want to make sure I execute it properly before. Whoop. It's only 8:40. We can probably go through some more. 7 points. I should have enough to do. It costs 5 to do the exorcism, so that's why you kind of just have to have a stockpile, especially because you might get knocked out of it. I forget what this one's even called. Yeah, I'm not really sure how this embodies vanity, but, you know, whatever. Gotta grab the spinner into the ground. Ooh, that did heavy damage. I mean, they definitely, like, I knew going in to expect them to be, and I was kind of surprised that they're not that bad. I would say probably the roughest thing about them is gauging some of the depth. Like, and it's something that you kind of accept, like, it's not supposed to be super easy to, like, make the scarf go where you want it. But, like, I definitely got a lot better at it over time. I mean, it is analog, so, you know, you can move around back and forth. And holding down R1 moves it forward, and will grab the first thing that it hits. So, like, it can be, especially if you're trying to pick something off the ground, like, you wind up grabbing the ground instead. But like I said, like, I mean, it's very Zelda, and it's, you know, hold down L1 to lock the camera and strafe. moving it without a joystick? Well, you have a joystick. This is a PS2 game, not a PS1 game. I know it looks like a PS1 game, but it's actually a PS2 game. Like, the main thing is yeah, you don't have an analog stick camera. So it's, yeah. But I mean, that's true of Zelda Ocarina of Time. People love that game. So you do the same thing here. L1 locks the camera behind you. It locks onto an enemy. Probably the biggest thing is there are bosses that summon other enemies. And it can be difficult to lock on to the enemy you want to. And especially when it comes to like Demonica's fight, that's one where you need to keep looking all around the room constantly, and so that's where the camera becomes frustrating. But I mean, like, if you've played N64 games, like, this is kind of bad for as late as it came, but it's really not that bad. I do wish they had more in the way of traditional levels. Like, just the structure of the game is kind of, like, I don't know why. Like, they just have these areas where you just farm points for these enemies that don't really do much. It would have been interesting to see them make you traverse these levels, and like, you can, like this here, like, you have to, you know, grab that pylon and flip over it. That's kind of cool. The thing is, you never really have to do that. I mean, the door is right there. You never even have to go over here. There's no reason to, other than just to do it. Like, it would have been cool if it, like, this just feels more like a tech demo than a full game. I think it would be interesting to see if somebody revisited this concept and refined the controls and made it into like a 12-hour game, what that would look like. You can't say it isn't, you know, interesting as a game, at least. You may have, you know, objections to this or that. But I'm quite happy I found it, I will say. I think we may have time for one more boss, so that's the fourth boss before we unlock the next set, I think. So that's Miss Mecha. If I remember correctly, you have to use the slam attack on her first. Oh no, I missed it. Well, don't have enough points to do it again. sure how you get red damage. Maybe you have to grab the pilot after knocking the mech over. Oh no! Well, I died. I don't think I died on this boss the first time. Guess I should have quit while I was ahead. So, one thing that's kind of interesting is you can go back to the bosses you defeated, and, wait, is that just how you exit the menu? I think that's exit the menu. But that forms a gallery of the bosses you have defeated. And you can actually just freely stretch them up. Just as a added, like, victory over them. I don't know which button it is, though. Spinner and Cinder, I guess that's their names. L1, I guess, yeah. Just interesting that they included this. Anyway, that's Stretch Panic. The weirdest, maybe the worst game Treasure made, but still very interesting. Yeah. So now I can say that I did get a chance to share that one with the world along with Top Shop. This was a great stream, guys. Thanks for everybody that did stop by. In a first for the channel, I think we are going to raid the Nintendo pals. So I'm gonna send you over their way with all my best wishes. So good night, and let's give them a good show of support. Did I do that right?